Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well today, and hello Trex, how you been? Anyways guys, let's get some updates out of the way. I will be at AnimeCon UK in June, so in Birmingham, so if you want to come by and say hello, feel free to. Hoseki will be at MCM Comic Con this weekend, so if you want to come down, check him out. If you are going to MCM, obviously I can't be there for obvious reasons for long-time viewers. You may know what the reasons is. But other than that, yeah, go support them. Go support Oseki. Yeah, it'd just be great to get some support for it, guys. Anyways, guys, also check out my manga volumes 1 to 5 on Amazon Kindle and Google Books as ebooks, and you get physical copies on my Mix and Print link. All my links is on my Linktree on my Instagram, so feel free to check that out. And talking of social medias, I am on other socials as well, like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Kara, Blue Sky, X, all that fun stuff, all under Vamp Lost. So if I'm on there, you can find me under that username. So hello. And guys, we just hit 440 followers. We are 60 away from the big 500. So feel free to share that and all that fun stuff as well. Today, we'll be doing some more Volume 1 revamp as well. So feel free to do that. Anyways, guys, if you've got any artworks to show off, please go onto the Discord. Or the link, I'll put a link on it now, like I have done. Yeah, feel free to go on Discord. Feel free to put your artworks there. The only one rule is, and the one rule that you all should know, is no AI art. We like human effort into our artworks. Anyways, guys, let's get on with the show. Hiya. So doing some more Volume 1 revamp. Sorry I haven't posted much art in a while. I was on a little holiday. A little holiday down Cambridge to see a rock opera. Say that quite poshly because we're down Cambridge, so you have to say it poshly. Went down Cambridge to see a rock opera, which was really good, by the way. You may have seen like a little photo on the general chat just to show you guys, like, you know, what I'm seeing and stuff like that. And it was a really good time. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed my time up there. Never been to Cambridge before. Yeah, so obviously we've got that again, and yeah, that was kind of cool. And the fact that I've been watching Hoseki's posts lately and reels, the fact I just saw like stuff like being rolled off the press is crazy. Like seeing like stuff rolled off the press. Like I say, I'm not sure if my book's in it because I know they're just gone get the book done. Essentially, they told me to get revamp done. So, yeah, which I'm doing right now, as you can see. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's just, it's feeling very real. Now there's like a sample booklet of like potentially who's in there. Well, I should say potentially they're in there, but you know, like potentially what's going to be in store for everybody. It's absolutely like bonkers now. It's that now there's samples of the social media posts coming out. It feels weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's scary, but is there a thunderstorm going? Oh, I thought I heard a thunder. I was like, is there a thunderstorm going on? Someone's shooting fireworks. But, well, to be honest, if there was a thunderstorm, my wife would be, Mrs. Vamp will be squeaking in joy. Because she likes thunderstorms. Don't you, Mrs. Vamp? No answer. But she generally likes thunderstorms and rain, so she'll be very happy if there was one. I know it's been quite windy today, so I'm not sure if it's going to be still windy within the next day or so. So if it is still quite windy and raining, because I know we had like like yellow warnings for the southeast, whereabouts I go, and that. Just make sure you keep yourself safe and sound if you're within those areas. Obviously, you know, don't try and like, you know, go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Because I had the wind this morning. I was like on my way to work, and definitely knocked me back a little bit. Definitely knocked me back. But yeah, but like I say, just keep safe out there. It's quite weird for me to say this as a British person. Like, yeah, we got like really windy weather, you know, because like normally Britain's quite tame with its weather, you know. I'm not being funny. We get like an amber like snow warning, and we don't even get that much snow. We get like sleet, and that's as worse as it gets. And then you look at like America, where like schools are shut for the day because there's literally a proper snow day, and it's like an inch of snow. It's like nope, shut everything down. And I'm just looking at them like, dude, have you not seen like the other countries and how like their snow days go? It's like that's nothing for us. But yeah, and then you look at other countries like, bitch, hold my beer. like you see like snow days come in there. But yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I think there was like, what people go nuts in shopping, and I'm not kidding you. Like the slightest warning of snow, like the day before it's scheduled to snow. I say scheduled, quote unquote, because we can't really predict the weather properly. Like, I am not kidding you. People go like nuts on the shopping, and they buy like loads of like canned beans and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, we don't know where we're going to be trapped inside our home for. And we got like at most an inch of snow, not even an inch. And I'm looking at you like, really, guys? Like, I said to my management, I said, I bet there's a time of year where the supermarkets and the weather people just agree to make people panic buy it, so the shops can make like stupid amounts of profit just by people just panic shopping over like an inch of snow. I'm not kidding you. Like people do generally panic over an inch of snow. I wish I was joking. And then people just hunker down. It's like COVID all over again. We had that even before like COVID came along. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane. But what have you been up to, guys? Let me know. If you got any new artworks, please post them. If there's not much artworks, or we don't get like any artworks at all, we'll do some reactionary content. We'll do some, yeah, if you got any like, long as I don't get copyright strike stuff for stuff, but like, honestly, like if you got stuff for me to react to, like stuff I haven't seen, stuff you know I would like and laugh to, long as I can watch it on here, I'll react to it. So obviously, I think the cats are playing with each other again. They are indeed playing. Sorry, I just see like Logie and Pip just like, I don't know what I did, but my spine hurts, so I'm just chill. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is that because you probably overstretched it sometimes? Because I've done that at times, especially my leg. Like you're overstretched as you just wake up. You haven't realized you slept on your leg, and then your leg kind of has this like horrible spasm. No, it's not that sort of thing. I'll tell you what, I have that, and it's so horrible. And then I'm in so much pain when it happens. Oh, Mrs. Van thinks it's funny when it happens. when I get struck down by the whole stretching my leg, you know. But yeah, so how you guys been doing, by the way? What games have you been playing? What books have you been reading? What anime or manga have you been reading / watching? Oh, I finally got my first volume of, I really can't pronounce it. It's the trash anime, as you call it. Like, it's not actually a trash anime. It's anime about like trash and guys using powers with trash and stuff like that. I can't always pronounce the name. My brain, like, I always said it once and I can't pronounce it since. So I got the first volume there. Oh, and I've got new dice. I got new dice for D&D. my dice gobblingness struck again, and I found very nice when I was in Cambridge. I found very nice dragon scale dice, and the dice goblin nibbled and whispered in my ear, and I gave in to my goblin's demands, and I got myself a new set of dragon scaled dice, and it's red and black, which is my favorite colors. Well, favorite tone, favorite color. So there we go. Because black is not a color, it's a tone. Like white is a tone and grey is a tone. But yeah, there you go. Art lecturing myself. But yeah, so that's been a thing with me. So yeah, so that's a lot of people just like, your dice goblin. To be honest, guys, you don't know how dice goblin I have become. I've got a bag of dice for like different sections. I may have to look through my dice and see which ones I want in my dice collector. Other than that, I'll be going to a wedding this weekend. I can't say who's and all that because that'd be doxing. But I'll be going. Well, it is one of my in-laws. I can say that much. It's one of my in-laws' weddings, and I'll be going to that Saturday. I should be back Sunday, so there should be a Monday stream. Don't hold me to it. I'll let you guys know and update you if that is not the case. But yeah, that's why I wasn't around Monday, because I was up Cambridge to see a rock opera, which was really nice actually. Like I had a really good time, and it's like two genres you think wouldn't go together, but it has, and yeah, we really enjoyed it. But yeah, something I noticed is obviously because where I'm in the southeast or London area, like you're so used to. Excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. We were hunting for the wife's phone. Apologies. So just gotta keep quiet for a little bit until she gets in there. There we go. Yeah. So sorry about that. We just heard a phone go off. It normally doesn't go off this time. We were just like, oh. But yeah. But anyways, how you guys been, by the way? Yeah. So it was really good. I might be considering putting some of their stuff on my sort of playlist from YouTube. As if we got YouTube Premium, because I don't want to watch ads, and I like to watch Critical Role without being like, oh, right. Has anyone been watching Campaign 4 lately? I'm pretty much nearly up to date. I'm watching episode 3 as of now. I'm trying to take my time with it because I kind of want to find out what happens next, and then I have to wait till obviously I won't watch the Thursday stream as a whole, but because obviously it's going to be too late for me at night before I go to bed and that. But I have to wait till Tuesday when it comes out just so I can watch it. I was like, no, I want to watch it now. But yeah, so I've been watching that. That's been pretty good. Again, I've been to Cambridge to watch the Rock Orchestra, which was absolutely amazing as well. Definitely gonna get some of their tracks on my personal playlist just to sort of listen to them. They've done some really, really good covers, and it's basically to explain it, it's an orchestra with a drum kit. I think there's some electric guitars in it from what I've heard in there, but they do some rock covers with classical sounding music, that's why it's called a rock orchestra. So They covered quite a few things. They did, what was it? Numb by Linkin Park. They did, what was the other one? There was an Aerosmith song, Live here, dun 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 dun. I can't remember the name of the song. They did Sweet Child of Mine. They've done loads of little fantastic little covers, and it's been a really good show actually. Overall, I highly recommend it if they do, and I think they're called Candlelight. I think the guys that do it called the group. So if you want to go check them out one day, if they do come around your area, go check them out. You would be in for such a wonderful treat. I'm glad you had a nice vacation. Yeah, it was just a mini vacation. We kind of got up there Sunday. We did our rock orchestra Monday, and then we kind of left Tuesday morning. And yeah, we did a little bit of shopping here and there. We didn't manage to fully explore Canterbury because, oh my god, there was a second, when we were leaving, we felt when we were leaving the Rock Orchestra and heading to our place of stay, we realised there was a second shopping centre nearby, which we didn't realise it was there. We had a nerdy game cafe, a nerd shop and a cafe. But they weren't open until Tuesday, but we would have been far left we would have been left by the time we, you know, we would have been like home by the time they opened, which was really annoying because it would have been nice to kind of have like a little cafe thing there, maybe play a board game or two, maybe buy something there. But yeah, it was quite nice, and the train trip wasn't as bad as we thought because like we thought like it would probably take like hours on end, but it was like literally at most a 2-hour trip on the train, which is really weird because when you go up to, maybe because it's nearby-ish, but when I go up to like Brighton, that's like seacoast south, it's like it's 3 or 4 hours journey just to see my friend, you know, and it's just like fucking hell. Which is funny enough, he went to see the rock orchestra, but the lucky bastard got to meet the cast. So 2-hour trip on train is nice. Yeah, it was nice. Usually it's not as pleasant because something you will learn in Britain, London and Southeastern trains are shit. It's quite a stressful affair. But when you're like the, like, you know, outside of South, like by Southeast and London, it's actually pretty decent. Like I've noticed like the trains kind of do run a lot better. I do have a train story though. Sadly, it's not related to Canterbury, but it was when I went up to Brighton one time to visit my friend, and my train got cancelled because someone decided, I am not kidding you, to strip naked and walk up the tracks. And I was stranded in Brighton because someone was walking on the fucking tracks bare naked. And the only reason we found that out because it was on a newspaper fucking clipping the next day when I woke up. Because it was like the biggest news in Brighton. And I gotta like looked at my wife and when I told her about this, I was like, fucking really? Fucking really? So someone had too much of a good time in Brighton and they just decided to walk home, I'd walk to wherever they wanted to go, stark fucking naked. And I was just like, fuck's sake, really? Really? I had to literally stay over my friend's like home because literally I just couldn't get home. That I'm not kidding. I wish it was a joke. I wish I could laugh, but I can't laugh now because it is kind of funny. But back then, I was just not fucking amused. I just wanted to go home. Yeah, trains get cancelled for shits and giggles. It's a whole meme. If you're train, oh no, tricks. We can one up that in England. We've got the look it up. We've got a song about the London Underground that was released years ago. And literally part of the lyrics is, where the fuck's my fucking train, London Underground? Look it up. Look up the London Underground song. We have got literally, it's just every platform has a fucking tramp. Oh, the trains are delayed again. We're all late for work again. It's a whole song. I am not kidding you. I wish I was joking, but our tubes are that bad. Someone wrote a fucking song about how bad our London Underground is. To be honest though, the London Underground has actually improved. It's to be honest, you can apply the London Underground song and more apply it to the normal trains. Because yeah. But yeah, look out, tricks. If you don't believe me or anyone who's watching, it's called London Underground song. And literally, you will know which one it is. And literally, the end of the lyrics goes, "They're all wankers, they're all wankers." So you get your typical, you know, wanker, British singing. Yeah, there is a whole song about it. Trick's just like, really, no, it's like there's actually a song about it. I am not kidding you. We are our trains are that notoriously bad, and Underground was notoriously bad at one point as well. But yeah, it's brilliant. Like I'll tell you what, if we don't get much art today, if you want that as your reactionary content from me, like, because I've already watched it, but if you guys want to watch it and react with me, No, because I'll probably get copyrighted for that. I probably can't do that, but I'll swing it over on the chat and just go, yeah. And every guy who's British and in London will turn around and go, yeah, that's our trains in a nutshell. Yeah, because we were late home actually on Canterbury. Actually, funnily enough, we were late home. Luckily we didn't get stranded. We were late home on Tuesday on our way back in the morning, and that was due to the unfortunate thing, which I won't, out of respect for the person who passed away between our location and another location, so they had to shut like a lot of the tracks down. I won't say how, because let's just say it's not a happy ending. Yeah, which is quite unfortunate. So yeah, so thoughts goes out to the families of that person. But yeah, you know, Trix knows what I'm exactly saying by that, what I'm alluding to. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but that happened and we got delayed. But yeah, thoughts go out to that. So yeah, but on to more positive things. I mean, Trix, how do you feel about like now Hoseki have like published their like little taster of the magazine of what's to come, and they're gonna be sharing it at MCM this weekend. Like, to be honest, it's starting to feel really scarily real to me. I might need to message like Alice. Joe, I actually messaged Graham the other day, who is like the new like boss, as they say. And I tried to present him the idea of sort of go, what about if if I send you some of my original volumes? Just say then you could tell them you got me under their belt and blah, blah, blah. And he gone, it's a great idea, but they can't pick up. And I was like, damn. Ardwin's been dead as fuck, and she needs to talk to the Hoseki guys to get to work. Yeah, just feel free to have a chat with them, because honestly, like LSF and Graham are absolutely wonderful folks. I confused Graham the other day. I won't say what's happened, but long story short, I said I was on my way to the Masons, and he got confused and went, "What? Why are you seeing him?" And I turned around and went, "No, I'm a Freemason. I'm going to LOI." And he went, "Oh." I confused poor Graham the other day, bless him. Just because I said I'm going to LOI, I'm going to my Freemason stuff, and we're practicing our things. And I can't say what they are, apart from maybe any of the charity stuff we'll be doing after. But yeah. But all I can say is we've got like a couple more brothers joining our ranks, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got a couple of brothers. Why do I keep talking the first person? Don't know. I just do sometimes. Yeah. Try not to dox yourself, by the way. Who's this Ardwin? Who's this? Who this? Who this, Trix? Who this? Anyways, there we go. Good recovery, guys. But yeah. Oh, actually, on news about a certain Twitch convention. Did anyone hear what happened to some of the VTubers and Emiru? Like, that only came out on my YouTube feed. I only looked out of curiosity, and I saw Emiru's statement on what's happened as well. I was just like, the fuck. Even I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was. Like, I am really surprised. Like, I know conventions hid some pretty shitty stuff. As you know, because obviously, sadly, I've been a part of some of the shitty stuff that I've been happening to, and, you know, without mentioning any names, looks towards a certain convention going on this weekend. But that's just minor compared to what happened to Emiru. So, Emiru, if you do ever watch this, just look after yourself. Don't push yourself too far. If you need a break from stuff, just take a break, honestly, because what happened to you is not okay. I'm just going to say it straight up. It's just not okay. Harassment in any, or assault in any way is not okay. But yeah, it was horrendous. Like, even I was quite taken aback by it, because, like I say, I know conventions, like, in general, hide some shitty stuff going on. But yeah, that, to be honest, it's getting to the point now where I do think conventions need to start being full on called out, like, for this shit. Like, actually, like especially if stuff like that happens to other streamers like that. That's one quick way to get shit knocked out of you for it. Yeah. Even then, like, we're not looking at, let's put it like this. Yes, at the end of the day, this horrible thing happened. The guy should have got arrested. Straight up. Like, I'm going to be honest. The guy should have been straight up arrested. He should have been detained, arrested, and stuff like that. And the fact that convention staff did pretty much nothing. Part of me does hope she's fucking sues. Because the problem is, conventions, in my opinion, not naming any names, do get away with a lot of horrendous behaviors, and sadly people do get banned if you speak up. They get blacklisted, which is very anti-freedom of speech. But yeah, it's, and this is the problem, is it's, if Emery, because the only reason this just went public because Emiru is such a big streamer. And even Emiru actually asked a question of, if it's, you know, could you imagine, because I've got, just basically she's in the public eye, she's been blessed with, you know, a high subscriber count, which means she can afford stuff like lawyers or her own security and stuff like that. So she's pretty blessed in that sense. She said, how many people who are like, got like 50 viewers, or like me who's typed 440, like how many people stuff like this has happened to, or worse? Or, you know, the cover up is pretty nasty. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that came out with other VTubers. Like, I think it's Mousy Chew, the one with the derpy eyes. Like, she wanted to meet all her fans. Her meet and greet got cut short because they shut it down. Then they tried to blame it on her because of her condition, quote unquote. Which turns out she did, but she never said anything about it. So how they found out about that, she doesn't know. And the fact is, like, they threw like all the gifts for her in the bin and stuff like that. And like just do your research about it. Like, TwitchCon has apparently, like, security wise and organization wise, has been absolute fucking mess. And the treatment that the VTubers and the streamers as well that have gone through is absolutely insane. The problem is, I think, I really hope, part of me does hope this will teach Amazon a lesson if they do get sued, and they clean the house with the staff a little bit and try and get like people who are actually, like, you know, very pro community. But at the same time, I know that's going to involve like basically Twitch, like basically nose diving like as a platform. And part of me is just like, I do want it to happen, because they do. Amazon needs to be sent a message like, you can't treat your streamers like this. You can't like not take responsibility for things that happen online and stuff like that. And the fact like this attitude has carried on towards conventions is absolutely insane. Like, I think, like, I hate to agree with Asmongold on things, but he says, like, if they can't even figure out how to ban a person over bounties and death threats on Twitch, how the hell do they hope to organize themselves in conventions? And even I'm like, he has a fucking point. Like, I disagree with some Asmongold's views in life, but even then, like, the dude has a fucking point. You can't, like, say he hasn't. And the problem is, I think he knows a lot of stuff as well. And that's the problem. Like, he said there's stuff he knows about that he can't really mention because it's not his story to tell. And that's like, fucking hell. And it's kind of led me to the question of, again, very certain convention. Because the thing is, the problem is, this is not my story to tell. I've heard horror stories from about a certain convention this weekend, which we will not name. Me, it's the minor part. Like, what's happened with me, it's like very minor, and on the scale of the shittery, is that's minor. And then you got like, I've heard artists who have gotten bullied by other vendors with sexist remarks and that, and they end up getting banned because they called that company out, and MGM didn't like it because they called them out for like the lack of security. And they refused to accept an apology, which was obviously half-assed. That's all I can say. It's not my story to tell, unless they already told it on public. But it is like to say the least, is concerning, because now I'm thinking like, it's not just TwitchCon, and I know for a fact people have told me horror stories about their thing, even though they're not big or famous, and stuff like that has happened to them in cons. And like how people react is like, I just want warm cuddles. That way, get your cats, give them a nice one. It does make me wonder, like, stuff like that, and it makes me think about things a little bit. And I have to admit, and I'm going to be the first to say this, I'm personally sick and tired of huge corporations being dicks to people, and they do not fucking get, like, there's no one regulating them properly, if you know what I mean. They seem to be able to get away with murder unless there's like a massive public backlash, like what's season Wizard of the Coast OGL scandal. That only worked because there was such a huge backlash. I don't think we need just a backlash now. We need international laws for companies. They have to go by like sort of like rules. Like, you know, they can't just blacklist people because they got called out. They can't just do this. They can't just do that. You know, they can't just do whatever they want. You know, there needs to be someone like backhanding these motherfuckers. Because like, look how shit that Nintendo's gone away with recently. I have actually not bought Legends ZA because of what Pokemon's been doing to Power World. And as much as, you know, yes, there are like look at Pokemon lookalikes and stuff like that. Like, it's they don't like it because they know Power World is a better game. That is like, I've heard of from a lot of people are starting to prefer Power World, or they're even jumping over to Digimon like I am. Like, after that scandal and after the bricking consoles and all that, I haven't got a Switch 2 because as soon as I heard that scandal, I was like, I am not paying with any of my money, because if the console gets bricked for like, if I get like the wrong game for some reason, because it hasn't been checked properly in Kex, because I'm not being funny, Kex does not check their games properly, or secondhand markets in general, then I'm screwed. And I'm getting bricked for something I didn't do. Hey, hello, Pay, you're right. So, yeah, it's just... And I'm glad I haven't bought Legends ZA, because I've heard a lot of bad things about Pokemon Legends ZA. It's not good. Like even though graphics don't really matter to me, but it's more gameplay. Like, I've heard the gameplay is mediocre at best. Like, the only like good thing they've done was the new battle system. It's glitchy, it's a horrible mess, it's like stuff like that. And that is like one of the world's hugest franchises, which, by the way, have the money to make like an absolute brilliant game, but they choose not to spend the money. It's like, yes, some games are well over budgeted. That is true. I agree with that. However, there's a difference between over budgeting and severely under budgeting a game, which could be like the next big thing. But yeah, how you been, Halupe, by the way? But this is... Legend ZA is everything that's bad at Pokemon in one game. Yeah, I think one of the statements I've actually heard, that's why I play Power, yeah, this is actually exactly what we were just talking about. And I've turned to Digimon Time Stranger, and even Time Stranger is way better gameplay-wise than Pokemon DA, from what I've heard. Like, people are jumping over Digimon and they're giving it like raving reviews. And I'm playing it and I'm like, yeah, it's a really, it's a really good game. It has a really good story. The gameplay mechanics are brilliant. They brought, basically what they've done was they've gone, okay, what went well in Cyber Sleuth, what we don't like in Cyber Sleuth, and they've kind of like fine-tuned the game mechanics where it's easy to understand even to like the new Digimon franchise like fans and stuff like that. I've been a fan of Digimon when I was younger, and ever since I played Survive, I'm now like, these games are really good. Like, I played Cyber Sleuth, that was good, but it wasn't as good as Survive. And when I played Survive, I was like, Joe, what? I'm actually going to give this franchise like a go, because they've actually got some really good games. And like, I haven't been disappointed by a game since, because I keep forgetting like they do pump out some good games. Yeah, ZA I've heard a lot of bad things about. Like, absolutely, it's worse. Like, people clowned on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but ZA, everyone's just like, nah, bro. Not even the Pokemon fans are just like, this is trash. Apparently, like, in the open world, you can get to one end of the map to the other in like 2 to 5 minutes. And there's older games out there like Skyrim. It takes you hours to get through the other side of the map if you're not fast traveling. The problem I have with Digimon is I can't understand its battle system function. It is a bit complicated, but once you get used to it, you kind of click. So you have your usual weaknesses, which is the elements. That's like the Pokemon standard stuff. Like, you understand that much. But there's another weakness system where you've got vaccine, virus, and data. And that's pretty simple. Is data beats vaccine, vaccine beats virus, and virus beats data. So if you get, for example, a Digimon that's weak to fire virus, if you get that matching combo with the right Digimon with the right element attack, you get more multipliers. So you won't just double your damage, you triple it. I think there's like another element I haven't figured out yet, but the thing is, what I like about Digimon, it doesn't really handheld you. It will just go, there'll be some tutorials here and there, but like, yeah, this is how this works, this is how this works. And then at one point it's, you're on your fucking own. And if you want to look anything up, there's tutorials in the menu. And I kind of like that mode of gameplay, which is really good. It lets you figure things out on your own. Like, or if you're really, really desperate to know something, you can kind of just look it up, if you know what I mean. And also, like, I like the function where you can digivolve back and forth, and the more you do back and forth, the stronger your Digimon gets. Oh god, yeah. I agree, Halupe. If you ever play Digimon Survive, it's way more mature. They are not afraid to hit hard-hitting subjects. It's like, if you read between the lines of some of the characters and what they went through in Survive, like, outside the story, you're like, fuck. Digimon Survive's dark. Like, don't get me wrong, there are, like, teen games, mostly, but Digimon, when they really want to, do some really good storytelling. And I think that's what I like. It doesn't treat you like a fucking idiot. Digimon story writing, they don't treat you like fucking idiots. The gameplay, they don't treat you like fucking idiots. You know, they just let you figure it out on your own. And that's what I like about it. And it's making me want to support them more over Pokemon. Yeah. And it's a shame, because even when I told my wife about bricking the consoles, my wife just went, I'm not getting a Switch 2 till they fix that. It's like, damn right. It's anti-consumer. And the thing is, we have got the power. We have the wallet. And if anyone turns around to you and goes, oh no, you should totally buy it, and just be like, no. No, because we don't accept this as standard. But to be honest, I think there has to be like a force out there now to keep. Like I said again, it is my take. You know, you take it how you will. I do think someone needs to police the corporates out there, because people are getting away with so much shit. Like, we've got unions to protect us somewhat, like employee wise, but to like, you know, Brazil is very huge on you know, like customer protection essentially. But we need stuff like that, like pro consumer, because at the moment Brazil is still in court with Nintendo over the brick and console shit. Yeah. You can just accept lazy slop and you get it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's really such a shame, really, because like with like not just Pokemon, but in general gaming, and a lot of people trace what happened with Nintendo and like all the downfall of Nintendo, they traced it back to when two particular people, one died and one of them left. And I think they understood their community, and then once they were gone, it's just like it's all shareholders. Because it's like Pokemon Legends EA, all they needed to make, I think it was like, to break even, they needed to sell like 25,000 copies. And then they will consider it a success, because they put that less money into the game. But yeah, I do think we need to start having consumer watchdogs, and you know, it's like the whole, you know, payment processor thing for you know, deleting games out of Steam and that. Like, corporations are and the fucking Karens are now out of fucking control, and we need to fucking just toe the line with people and just go, right, come on guys. You cannot be the ones to do that. It's the job of the lawmakers, not you. But again, going back to Twitch. Sorry, this is my point I'm making. Going back to Twitch, Con, and what happened with Emiru. Yeah, this is why we need to set an example with companies and go, right, you have all gotten away with too much shit. We'll set an example with them. And then all of you better start towing the fucking line, because we're going to introduce laws that you can't pull shit like this. And if you run events or run a platform and stuff like that, you need to be responsible for what people do. And if you don't ban people who send death threats, if you don't ban people, you know, like stuff like that, because that would actually put a layer of like internet protection for everybody. Or if a corporation tries to harass you into doing something you don't want to do, then you could turn around and with proof, you know, get them like fined and shit like that, like huge fines. But yeah, we need to start knocking corporations in their place. Because I think a lot of the special, like even Games Workshop is going like full villain mode. Like not just with the price hikes, but there's like they're attacking like this 3D printer guy, and they've just gone, yeah, see you in court. They're having a full-on villain arc. And the problem is, Games Workshop, everyone goes, oh yeah, they can protect their IP and that. And it's like, right, here's the problem, right? And I know this because I've been a Warhammer fan since 3rd edition. I'm not kidding you. I'm just saying this, like, straight fuck it up. Like, the Tyranids, Xenomorphs from Alien, and the Zerg from StarCraft, they're a mix of them two. So they can't technically copyright that, because that's them copying prior art. You've got Space Marines. I mean, before we had Space Marines, we've had dudes in armor, augmented humans, stuff like that. Like, name any movie to me who has augmented body, who also has big fucking power armor. Again, gaming as well. Hello, Doom, and stuff like that. You've got the Astra Militarum, which is pretty much World War II soldiers. Like, you can't really copyright that, like the theme of them. Sisters of Battle, Nuns with Guns. I swear there's been like multiple written novels with Nuns with Guns, even before like Warhammer started. And they've admitted like a lot of their stuff they started out was prior like inspiration to other stuff. Eldar, space elves. Straight up fucking space elves. So you can't really copyright the elves part. Orcs. Again, token. Just chavvy orcs. And it's just like, it's like, guys, no. And the thing is, all this shit that went on, and with MG, with D&D doing the shit they're doing and stuff like that, and it's kind of made me realize, like, I've had a very strict view on fan art, selling fan art. And now I've seen all this shit happening, and Games Workshop attacking YouTubers who make like these brilliant fan films who are not making money out of it. And I'm looking at it like, I don't want to be that dick with VTLS. Like, it's kind of opened my eyes to this shit, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Because like, hold on, I'll read out. Because I've actually, like, when I have this meeting, I've got a list of negotiables and non-negotiables with Hoseki. And I won't read them all out, but the one thing I put on here, where is it? I would like to have a customer-friendly relationship with the fans. Maybe do some kind of OGL to say that they can make money of doing fan projects. And if they hit a certain amount of profit, they can apply it for a fan project license. So say if you hit like 100k a year, which is more than enough money to live, well, not 100k, sorry, like 200, 300k, modern standards, you'd be living quite comfortably on. You then apply for a fan license. We take a little bit of the cut, but we can say you are an official fan project for us. So that's the thing I was going for. And then we do the. I would like to do the same thing with the TTRPG when it's made. Now, again, and we'll put like copyright protections in there for them. So if you got your own characters in it or whatever, you can do it. But also doing this fan license program, I might turn around one day and go, look, I like your fan project. I want to make it fucking canon. You know what I mean? So I want to try and build a healthy relationship with the fan base and the creative community. So people can then realize I'm not going to go fucking attacking them if I find like something I don't like. You know. But anyways, let's read what Hooper has to say. The fun fact is Zerg is GW created them by greed alone. They wanted the alien species made contact with the later StarCraft creators. To create a truly alien race for 40k, they created the Zerg. Johnson didn't want to pay, so they created the co-project called the Tyranids. Yeah. Exactly. So Hulupa has a point. Like, you know. And that's just what I'm saying is a lot of it is inspired by a lot of stuff. So Games Workshop can't just go around like stealing shit. And to be honest, I hope they lose this fucking court case with the 3D printing. There are a couple of prints I can see that this guy does kind of take the piss, and it's a little too close. But at the same time, it's like I'm looking at this and I'm going, dude, like, you know, like, come on. And the thing is, if Games Workshop wasn't so fucking greedy with their miniatures, like, and cost them so high in that, not many people would go 3D printing route in the first place. But again, like, why can't they do, like, and this is in my head as well, like, why can't they sell their own STL files or have a subscription base where you have access to the STL files? Like, and you don't have to charge loads of money for it. You could charge like a couple of quid a month or $5 or whatever it, you know, whatever it does the cost for, like, you know, making new STLs. And then they can do like create your own Space Marine or Chapter Master model, you know, functions in there as well. So you could do a bit of customization and make your army a bit more special, and then you can print it out. And it gives like a lot more people like sort of like the open opportunity, sort of like homebrew shit. Personally, I would simple 3D files online, right for you to use. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Halupe. Like, why have they not done this? Like, I would happy to pay. Yeah, cost of 40k is so awful in the US. The burger tax is insane. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, JP. Like the even in England, the cost is insane. You know, and then after what I found out about like the newest scandal, after the jump pack captain I've just gone, you know what? I've got a big enough army. I'm just gonna swell 40k for a while until like they fix their shit. Which is a shame, really, because I really love the lore in the games. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, Lupe. And also, like when I talked about like me doing like a fan project license once they hit a certain threshold of profit, why don't they do that with like the fans? And then what they can do, like Minecraft has like mods for sale, so like creators can make money off it, and you know Minecraft takes a little bit of the cut just to sort of say, yeah, look, I'll take a little bit of cut, you take the rest. It's like, why doesn't Games Workshop do that? Like, you know, like have like, you know, like some sort of OGL for models, and then they can go, oh, okay, so you could do this. And then, you know what I mean? Like, they could do so much stuff with the community, which would be a huge fucking win. And it's just like, but they don't. And it's just like, they're just attacking everybody and not thinking about it. And I think we've gotten to the point now where people are just waking up to companies' bullshit. And now we're only all starting to fight back because we all just had enough. Same with our governments as well, to be honest. But we won't go into the politics side of it because the UK is absolutely fucked right now. So we pay up to like 40% more than you guys do. Yeah, but it's not about who pays more, JP. But I'm talking about in general, 40k is just fucking expensive. You know what I mean? It's just the generalization of the problem. I would simply create something like a Hail of Truth, creators that create, yeah, or not even just make canon, just like make it part of the catalog of STL files, and you go, look, if you want to support us, blah blah blah. Like there's ways to like sort of like go, okay, so we've got a load of free prints, we've got a load of awesome creative people. Why not work with them? Like instead of like, it was like at first when we saw Warhammer Plus, it's like, oh yeah, they're bringing in the YouTubers and stuff like that. At first, everyone was like, oh yeah, that's great. And then you find out what they're doing. They're taking down their fucking videos, trying to take all the copyright, and it's just like, fuck off. Yes, obviously they can't copyright the Space Marines or whatever, but their own chapters and their own creative twists on certain things, you know, it's just like, really? Really? You know. And it sucks, you know what I mean? And it's just like, and I think it is like literally like the shareholders, and all they're doing is all these companies, like supermarkets and that, are just listening to their shareholders and just going, fight this guy, fight this guy. They're not investing. They're not putting in the work to, they just go, oh, we're a big franchise, or, oh, you know, we don't need fans. And it's like, yeah, but the problem is, if you look at what happened, and I'll tell you what, D&D is a perfect example of what's going on. All the goodwill out of, and I'm saying, they don't have any interest in it or giving anybody else control of the IP in any way. If the only one gets it to sell it, they get all the money, and no matter what they do. See, this is where I think, JP, we have to disagree a little. Let's take D&D, for example. Okay? Because they haven't really put out their numbers for the new edition of, or quote unquote 5.5 edition of D&D. After all the goodwill's gone, the OGL scandal, which there was a huge backlash and they backpedaled because they knew people just got pissed with them. You've got Pinkerton scandal, you got the AI scandal, you got like these hundreds of scandals that are going on. And also like AI DMs, that's a scandal that's going on right now. And I haven't bought the new edition. I just heard bits that what they brought in, and I brought it into my games on normal 5th edition. I haven't bought a single new official D&D product. I've been supporting more third-party D&D stuff. Like when I got Tal'Dorei from Critical Role, like Tal'Dorei Reborn. And yeah, like I haven't had a new official D&D product since then. Don't forget the political grifters who come and claim and make games more inclusive. Right, so here's my hot take. If it's well, like this is me and JP had this discussion actually. If it's well written, and I don't give a shit. If it's well written, it's a good story, I don't give a shit. However, I know what you're talking about, like not the lady custodies. That does annoy me because they're breaking canon. Because they have established this in the past and there's been past precedent. And they're not respecting the franchise. However, like, if it's like, okay, let's take, for example, Miles Morales Spider-Man. I love Miles Morales. I'm a huge fucking fan. In the comics, he's really well fucking written. However, when me and JP had a discussion about Spider-Man 2, they writ Miles like a Mary Sue, and that pissed me off. Because they did Miles so fucking dirty, and now people are going to be like, oh, he's a woke character, blah, blah. And it's like, no, he's not. Like Miles, instead of being a Black Peter Parker, had his own thing, had his own issues, and blah, blah, blah. And it was so nice to kind of watch it. And then when Peter and Miles got together in the comics, they kind of worked together, and it was like mentor-student relationship. And then they eventually sort of like became like partners. And it was such well written, so well written in the comics. And then it's just like, and Insomniac Spider-Man 2 came along, and they did my boy Peter so dirty. They did him so fucking dirty, and it was so badly written. So badly written. I just would have loved it if they wrote it in a way where they both worked together to beat the bad guy. If you know what I mean. Or like, you know, they help each other out with problems. Maybe like, instead of just Peter just being weak all the time and just giving in to Venom, which he kind of does in the original stuff, but there's a bit more to it than that. But maybe they could have done like Miles is dealing with his own issues, and then they both help each other through through their problems in a way. Like, you know, like maybe like like in the comics you had the Prowler problem. I don't have a problem with concept reviews. I just think they introduced it in the worst way possible. Agreed, JP. But the problem is, if you got past canon that says this, you can't just disrespect it and scrap it. You know what I mean? You've got to come up with the reason. It's the same with the Primaris Marines. Like, I think they could have been written, introduced a bit more better. But I do like the overall concept. But they could have had a bit more of a heresy twist to it. But what I'm saying is like, I'm not being funny, right? And this is not me being horrible, JP. Right? You got Sisters of Battle and fucking Sisters of Silence. I'm sorry, but like, and can I just say, Sisters of Battle are way fucking cooler than Space Marines. They are literally just normal female warriors, nuns with guns, who are powered by faith alone. An unbridled dogma of faith. Right? You got the Sisters of Silence, again, cooler than the Custodes in lore. Like, they are blanks. They are very, like, anti-psychic units. And they're silence in the lore. And they're hated, but they do the most important job in the Imperium. Which is to take out, like, rogue psychers and shit like that. I think how the introduced virus was pretty good. It was a simple reason why the fans basically feel the same as Space Marines before. Yeah, in a way, but I felt like they could have done a little bit more of a better job and not piss off people as much. I like the idea of Cole bringing in these new Space Marines, but what they done was they did nothing with that storyline, because what they could have done is made like maybe Horus Heresy 2.0 with Belisarius Crawl, or maybe like the old Marines get more corrupted because I feel like they're going to get replaced. So, like there was such a cool element to that. There was a mystery to it. Like, is Cole going to betray the Imperium? And they did nothing with it. And it's so annoying because I actually, like, when Cole first came along, I loved him as a character because you don't know if what he's going to do at all times. He keeps you guessing. That's what I liked about him. And they did nothing with it, which is really annoying. There's definitely like there was an element there. I don't know, maybe when they bring all the Primarchs back together, maybe there could be a Horus Heresy 2.0. Obviously without Horus, because Horus is dead. But maybe like, you know, one of the others have just gone like the Imperium fucking sucks. And then one of them has like a twist of character development where they don't go to chaos, but they want to take the Imperium down because it's become such a dogmatic, religious, rotting carcass of an empire. Like, they know the only way to turn it back around is to eliminate the religious sect of it. And you could have had like something like, I don't know, like if Dawn comes back, like Dawn versus Gilliman. Gilliman thinks they're a necessary evil, even though he doesn't like it. However, like Dawn could be like, no, this is not what Father wanted, and it could have been like a huge fucking war about it. The more I thought about it, I'm not sure if female Space Marine steps on the toes of the SOBs, because they're so different. I do like currently how they reflect nuns and monks. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, JP. Like the look, like the aesthetic. All right, the aesthetic of it is female Space Marines. They're not genetically coded, but I find them cooler than fucking Space Marines because they just have this sort of. They're not in your face like the Black Templars are, and I hate fucking Black Templars. But I do love the fact they are just like, it's so fucked up but so cool. Like, and they're powered by faith. There's no genetic altercations to it. I think they're more badass than Space Marines because they're just bitches with guns. Personally, I would love it if the Primaris had a few flaws. One flaw of the Spawn they didn't have, like lesser morals. You think about it, the Emperor has created Marines so they have less corruptible because they're made to fight the warp if necessary. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Lupe. There's so many different storylines they could have gone with the new Primaris that you know what I mean? They could have gone so much. They could have gone so fucking hard with it. They could have gone like, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe Cole is not a traitor. Like the Cole would be the Joker until they reveal it at the end of like maybe like the Heresy 2.0 or whatever. But yeah, it is such a fucking shame. But instead of like going, oh, you know, one of the Primarchs got corrupted by the Chaos Gods, the fight is about solely Imperium. Do they carry on being a dogmatic, like, you know, dogmatic religious state, or does the Imperium have hope and, you know, they're bringing into a new age of technology and prosperity? And then the Imperium could split in two, and then you got like the dogmatic religious side of the Imperium and what the Emperor wanted all along. I mean, how cool is that as a concept? Then you get like two human factions, two Space Marine factions, two, like maybe even two like Sisters of Battle. Like some of them exit the ecclesiarchy and become more of the faith of the Imperial Creed instead of like, you know, like it's such a cool concept. Like it would split Imperium into two, and then you got like, it'd be so fucking grimdark. It'd be amazing. And Chaos might side with the dogmatic part just to make things worse. But yeah. But that's just my opinion over it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, anyway, let's save this because it's art show and tell time. Ads. Yeah, well, alright, I'll carry on with this until ads are done and then we'll start. But that's what I would love. I would so love that. It's just too good. Ad brew ends in 30 seconds. So let's just do this and then we'll do art show and tell. $13. Sorry, I'm just going sign just to wait for the ads to end. And then There we go. We are back. So we're going to do some art show and tell now. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to see. But I don't think we're ever going to get it, which is absolutely like shame. Such a shame. Such a fucking shame. Right, we are going to look at... Oh, we have got some art today. We've got some from Krem. And I think, yeah, we've done almost stuff already. So we'll go through last time. So last time we've seen like a few artworks from Moshishi, like sort of like the template, like explain please. And then you've got the Halloween costume from Mo, which is absolutely awesome. And then we've got some lovely little doodles. I'm guessing these are like VTuber designs, which is kind of cool, or character concepts. I like this one. This one's kind of cute. I thought that was a 3D model for a second there. I almost was convinced that was a 3D model. Unless that is and you're using it as a sort of template. But it looks pretty cool. Like, I almost convinced, like, by that small thumbnail, I thought that was actually a 3D model. It's pretty cool. Well done. That's really good rendering, by the way. The fact you tricked me on that small thumbnail is pretty good. I'm guessing just some little advice. I kind of like the idea of what you're doing here. But it looks like this person's putting their hand over their nose, which looks like they're sneezing into their hand. The tricks. My little bit of advice is if you put like the hand under the chin. I know that guy from an anime. I'm not sure if it's an anime or it's something like that. I have to ask Krem. But like the rendering's really good. I think that's like a study piece by the looks of it. Morally, my baby. And then you got this lovely little sort of like design for like the like a toy, which is kind of cool. But yeah, no, there's some lovely artworks. I think guys, would you like me just to carry on with the art, or would you like me to do some reactionary content, like anything like funny or something I'm not going to get a copyright strike from? Like, or 40k meme stuff, you know, I don't mind. Like, something I can react to. Or would you like me to carry on with my artwork? Sorry, I'm just taking some water because my throat's getting a little dry. But yeah, I'm just going to do this while you guys, like, let me know what you want. But yeah, thank you all, guys, for the wonderful artworks. Please remember, you can post your artworks at any time. Reactionary content. Yeah, so I've started to do a thing now. If there's not much art or there's not like any art at all, I kind of like take a couple of minute break to react to like videos, basically, or just like shit posts and stuff like that. Like my number one rule is nothing political. Like it's got to be like funny stuff, if you know what I mean. Have you ever seen the Wiener behind... No, I haven't heard about it. Can I watch it? And is it suitable to upload to YouTube without me getting copyright striked? If you don't mind me asking. I have to ask because, like, you know, I like my memes, but I don't want to be banned for memes. If it's like football and that, I'm like... It's a 30-year-old part of a movie. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that because I'm not being funny. If a company picks up on it, I know it's like over 30 years old, but I don't want to risk it. Like, it's got to be like sort of like meme stuff. Or maybe like, you know, like, for example, Joke at D&D stuff. And it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's not... immune from copyright striking. If it's a movie, I'd rather not risk it. I do not risk it for the biscuit on that one. Like, memeable stuff, if I'm reacting to it, yeah. Like, but yeah. It's just, I'd rather not risk that one. If I don't mind. If it's actually a movie, then it's like, that's a big old line there. There's a big old line that could be crossed. Because some people can like redo stuff for that, and it's like, oh, rather not, rather not. Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, no, it's fine. If it was like a meme stuff or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I'll be down for looking at that. Or like maybe like Joe Cat's Crap Guide to D&D. I've watched that. I can react to that because I know it'd be like mostly safe to react. So because I can react to that and sort of like giggle. Which I've already watched it, but it's really good. I fucking love it. I've watched like like abridged content that's like quite short. Like I've watched like Dragon Ball Z abridged stuff like that. Like, you know, I kind of have a bit of a fucking laugh with that. But I know people kind of like that stuff with me, and it's kind of like, yeah. I've done stuff that, you know, I've already watched, but I had a giggle with watching. Like Punky Doodles. Punky Doodles is fucking funny, man. And then Thomas the... What the fuck? Thomas the Dreadnought? That's new. Right, we're going to watch that. Thomas the Dreadnought, yeah? I can react to that. That sounds quite fucking funny. Let's have a copy. Okay, so we're going to put this... We're going to put a new tab. I should really put, like, YouTube. Yeah. Just go... There we go. Is it the top one here? Which one is it? Is it the top vid? Halupe. Right, let's enlarge this for the moment because we're going to be watching this in a moment. So we want to enlarge this. There we go. Just for the moment. There we go. So is it this one? The top one? There we go. Maybe hold on. The Dread. I think it's because it's not been spelled. Oh, Thomas the Dreadnought. There we go. God, look, I can see some of the AI shit. And I'm like, fuck's sake, really. So yeah, Halupe, which one's this? The songs in AI, right? I'm gonna straight up note that. I'm sorry, I don't watch AI stuff. I don't support that shit. That is my #1 rule. I don't support that. Oh, I know. This is a good one. This is a whole playlist. We'll play this instead. I'm sorry, but AI stuff I do not straight up watch or support. So, yeah. We just wanted to introduce the meme, not the video. That's fair enough. I just rather not use the AI. I'd rather not encourage it by any format. So, right. We're going to go to... No more... Oh, my God. They might have done more episodes. Okay, cool. Right. We'll start with the first episode. Here we go. Pause that for a minute.
It is the 41st millennium. For more than
I love the intro of this. It's so fucking good.
Of mankind has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies.
Okay.
He is a rotting carcass, writhing invisibly.
It's a dark age of technology. I just love this whole intro because it's so serious and then it kicks in and it's so funny.
For whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day, so that he may never truly die. Yet
a bit louder.
In his deathless state, the Emperor continues his eternal vigilance.
There you go.
Mighty battle fleets cross the demon-infested miasma of the warp, the only route between distant stars. their way lit by the Astronomican, the psychic manifestation of the Emperor's will.
Can I just say, the voice acting in this is absolutely fucking brilliant. How he does this is it's just fucking brilliant. I just love the voice acting. It's fucking brilliant. Just for the beginning bit alone, even though it goes into the funnies like, you know, after this, but just the voice acting of the intro is just chef's kiss. Absolute fucking chef's kiss.
Vast armies give battle in his name on uncounted worlds. Greatest among his soldiers.
I had the codex with this image on it. No, sorry, the third edition rulebook had this image. This is what made me go into Warhammer, this image alone. And then I started hating Black Templars afterwards.
Comrades in arms are legion. The Imperial Guard and countless planetary defense forces. The ever-vigilant Inquisition and the tech priests.
You can tell which one's more modern 40k artwork as well. It gives you like a little sneak preview of their animation style.
Altitudes, they are barely enough to hold off the ever-present threat to humanity from aliens, heretics.
Oh, I remember these sketches in the third edition rulebook. This was so sick.
Far, far worse.
Dude, I love the artwork in third edition. Like this, most of this is third edition artwork. You can tell the newer stuff because it has like a different art style altogether. But oh my god, I love third edition art style. It's so fucking dark.
Such times is to be one amongst untold.
I wonder if there's a moment in Marikador where Emperor's just like, and your old joke, custodians don't understand. The Emperor smiles. Yeah, probably.
These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned.
Some of this was just rule of cool artwork that you never see in 40k anymore.
For in the grim
I missed that.
future,
Sorry.
there's only war.
Can I just say, I miss third edition artwork. Just the artwork is so stylized. The heavy metal influence was strong in third edition, yeah, but the artwork was, it was chef's kiss, man. Like it looked rough, but fuck me, it was good artwork.
There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter, and the laughter.
Don't get me wrong, like
gods.
Don't get me wrong, like the third edition artwork, like it's his own thing, and the new edition stuff is pretty good, but I don't think you could beat third edition. Third edition artwork just fucking rocks, man. Like fucking rocks. Here we go. And Troy, we are one. Check it out. Emperor had sex speech device. We'll do like the first 2 minutes and then we'll get back to the artwork. Oh, this is 4 minutes. We'll do this episode.
I really do hope this works. Is everything prepared?
The text-to-speech device.
He's one of my favourite characters, Ken. Fucking love him.
Appears to be functioning properly, unlike your feeble flesh.
Excellent.
Very fucking Dux Mechanicus.
Capable of conversing with his loyal subjects once more, and I shall be the first to speak with him. Oh,
Why is the text in Korean there?
take off my no.
There we go.
Calm down.
Get rid of that.
Trained myself for millennia.
Sketch it out. I could not watch it because I needed time to breathe. That's fair enough.
You promised us.
Quiet you.
Tuck it out. I could not watch it because I need time. Yeah, that's fair enough. He's so fucking funny. I think Lupe's watched this as well.
Well, my divine lord.
And there's a lot of JoJo references in it.
To your glorious golden throne. Please, speak to us.
Here we go.
About fucking time.
Just that first line alone. Just speak to us again. It's about fucking time. Like, Could you imagine not being able to talk for like 10,000 years and suddenly someone thought of, oh yeah, where's giving a text-to-speech device? So fucking funny.
Our glorious Lord command us once again.
I have so many things to complain about. First of all, why do I only have a fucking glass eye on one of my eyes? Is that really necessary?
Sorry.
And what is with these ultra smirks that I keep hearing?
Ultra Smurfs. Fucking old school, what humor that is.
Wait, are you referring to the Ultramarines? Oh my lord, they are some of your greatest warriors.
Well, that certainly fucking explains it. It seems like their baby blue heraldry have earned them a most righteous nickname. For that matter, I always thought they looked terrible. Do they still have that fucking toilet seat as their insignia?
Do they still have that fucking toilet signature? The problem is, we all know it's a Mega, but to a lot of Warhammer like newbies, like until you explain that to them, it does look like a fucking toilet seat. Yeah, 100%. 100% agree.
Yes, they do, my lord. They keep it to honor their Primarch, Roman Gunner.
Oh, well, alright then. I always thought he was the greatest of my 20 Primarch sons.
Well, that's excellent, my
The
lord.
greatest little derivative pile of blueberry Primarch that has ever blazed the surface of this little galaxy.
It just comes out here just like a little blue puff. I can't even say the whole insult, but it's fucking funny.
Is he still alive?
Barely. He was almost killed. He's currently in status back in the Ultramarines' homeworld of a crowd.
Oh god.
Supports and tell that stupid fucking Smurf village to fuck right off. Their constant uninterrupted chatting is drilling into my skull as if they were the immensely sanctimonious love child.
Titties in a jacket.
Of a million ripped out nose hairs are but a tender massage compared to this inexpressible ultra torture.
I would be just as pissed.
I'll see what I can do. But at least we still have our mighty Grey Knights.
I never created anything called Grey Knights.
But Lord,
But Lord.
the greatest of purging demons in the Imperium. They're all psychers. They've got the most glorious ways of killing the enemies of man.
Why at the few you.
Bring in the Dread Knights.
Oh, here we go.
Greetings, my glorious
This bit's fucking funny.
Emperor. It is an honor.
Oh myself. What the fucking fuck is that stupid ass thing?
Mighty Dread Knights.
That is the worst thing that I have ever
Fucking seen.
If I still had eyes, I would require someone to deposit promethium-infused fluor into them. What terrible, terrible person designed this?
The arcane technology of this marvelous machine was discovered by the Grey Knights.
The baby carrot, yeah.
Inferior Astartes.
Halupe. It's so a baby carrier. So a baby fucking carrier.
The exterior design, I believe, to be personally designed by the Grand Master of the Grey Knights himself, Caldor Draken. He is the mightiest of the Grey Knights.
Oh god.
He is currently stuck in the warp, killing demons daily.
Nope, he's sniffing warp dust. We all know this.
Property like some kind of glorious rascal.
Glorious
He
rascal.
writes the name on a demon Primarch's heart.
For the love of all stop signs in the galaxy, seas, and fucking
Desist.
What in the fuck? That is actually very cute. Look at its little legs and oversized body. Adorable. Come to
I love the fact he hates the baby character but loves the fucking Centurion. Fucking love it.
you.
Wait, no, don't.
Yes. This is funny to me.
Well,
This is funny to me. Can I just say, that comes back later on. You'll see why in a minute.
I feel this is the start of something absolutely glorious.
Shut your face, you fucking banana.
Yes, my lord.
The sons. Right. Oh god. I love the fact Emperor's just bop into the music. Alright. Enough of Emperor has text to speech, but fucking hell. I personally also love the Centurions. It's just the Emperor's reaction to the Centurion. It's like, oh my god, it's so fucking cute. It's funny. This is funny to me. And the fact is that line comes in later on. It's just fucking funny. Oh god. It's so fucking good. I fucking like, not enough people are exposed to this, and sadly, like, Bethesda had to stop watching this because I need to make this smaller again. I forgot to do it. I need a button to make this bigger and smaller. But oh my fucking god, it just gets so funny. And the guys that made this and writ like the whole scripts for it and that, it's just the comedy's fucking gold. Like, this explains Warhammer to you in such a memey way and a tongue-in-cheek way. It's fucking funny. And I think this is what I like about this, like this series in particular. You could tell it's made by a fan who loves Warhammer. And I wish more people got exposed to this YouTuber. It's just, oh my god, he needs more exposure, man. Just for that project alone, it's just fucking brilliant. And it's a shame. It's the whole thing of, like, Games Workshop could work with people like him instead of making him, like, fear Games Workshop and their fucking lawyers, and then, like, sort of, like, you know, bring the series, like, you know, like, make it official GW, like, not even in canon, just, like, a official fan series. And it just, give him a bigger budget, and he can make 40k rise to new heights. He just fucking memes. Just fucking memes, man. He's like a fucking meme lord. But yeah, it is a shame that he had to stop it at one point, but it was so good. It's so good. I'm tempted to introduce this to Alicia XDev and just go, hey Alicia, there's an Emperor had 60 piece device, and I think you'll have a right fucking giggle. Because she started to learn about Warhammer herself, and she can learn so much through memeage, basically. But yeah, plus she's an anime fan, so she'll get all the JoJo references. I just love the other custodies as well. Just fucking brilliant. It's just you could tell it's so much, like, it's such tongue-in-cheek humor, and at the same time, it's like you could tell there's so much love for the 40k series through that, and it's just so good. It is one of those fan projects, like. If VTLS gets, like, big, like, if it ever gets big, which probably not, but if I get lucky, I want someone to do, like, tongue-in-cheek shit about my lore and stuff like that. Just so fucking funny, tongue-in-cheek shit. I would love for shit like that, and I would just probably sit there just giggling my fucking arse off. You know. Yeah, what I mean. But yeah, but yeah, it is just so good. It's just so good, and I recommend it to anyone who is a fan of 40k and just not even just a fan, but just a newbie. Like, you want to learn about lore. Like, don't get me wrong, Devs is Ridiculous do a fantastic doing like a somewhat more serious rundown. But if you just want a quick rundown and you want to fucking laugh along the way, this is the thing to do. This is the thing to do. Yeah, I would even love to do a series with alongside Nim, just like me and Nim just watching this shit, and she just has a fucking giggle. But yeah, it's just so good. So good. And the fact, like, they kind of like go, oh yeah, like Ultramarines was like even just the jokes here with like, oh, that blueberry puff pop pudding. It's like, yeah, I do think Gilliman gets a load of shit, but this was before like Gilliman was revived and he became like an ultra depressed, like, you know, he became like an ultra depressed Primarch because he sees the Imperium going to shit and he's just like, oh, I've got to deal with all this shit. And he hates the ecclesiarchy, but it's like, to him, it's just like an absolutely necessary evil as much as he fucking hates it. But yeah, it's just so good. I just recommend it. Just go watch it yourself. Like, you don't have to even watch it with me. Just watch it yourself. Even if it cheers you up as well. And I sometimes rewatch it just because sometimes we have a bad day at work and you just want to watch something fucking funny. Like, I just watch it and I just get some fucking giggles. It's just the fucking giggles. You know what I mean? But yeah, other than that, like, guys, what you been up to? Let me know in the comments. What the fuck have you been up to? Honestly, like, you know, let me know. But yeah, like I say, I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. I hope you do enjoy my reactionary stuff. But yeah, like just watching that intro alone on the first episode, is just so good. And I love the fact, like, they kind of, like, if you haven't watched this before and you watch that as the first episode, like the explanation, you know, oh, everything's fucked and that, you think, oh, it's gonna be super serious, and then they just flip the script on you like that. It's just peak comedy. Just fucking, like, they just flip the actual fucking script. But yeah. But yeah, it's just like, oh my god. But yeah, oh, that's it. But the artwork, sorry, just talking about the artwork. The artwork just takes me back to 3rd edition, man, where everything was a lot more narrative. And I think this is what I liked about Warhammer in the first place. Like it was so narrative. Don't get me wrong. I think there is like a thing for competitive, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, I just missed it where you kind of had both like narrative and competitive. And now it's like, it's a lot, the rules are a hell of a lot more focused on competitive, which is such a shame. Such a fucking shame. But there you go. Well, what are you gonna do, mate? What are you gonna do? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope you did enjoy my like little moment of reactionary content. But yeah, so fucking brilliant. Just love it. Love every inch of it. But yeah, there we go. Right, let's try and finish this artwork and sort of like get this done before, you know, end of stream. I know, like, you guys are kind of going like, Vim, like, why don't you just zoom out? It's like, I could just zoom out. Like, it makes it so much fucking harder for me to sort of like see what I'm doing. Sadly, you know, I have to kind of get in close and just sort of like, you know, I don't think I prefer it like this anyway. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, but if you got like more stuff I can react to, again, as long as it's not AI or it's some sort of movie or whatever, I could get fucking sued for it. Just like swing it over. It's got to be funny though. But yeah, there we go. Awesome. There we go. I'm happy with that. I won't do Nikkei shading until, like, you know, I want to kind of just sort of like, I want to keep the hand like super dark, because what I want to do is kind of show like the foreshortening and stuff like that. Bless me. I sneezed out my brain, and there was no brain there to begin with. Dun dun dun. Anyways, we need that minion meme going down. Anyways, there we go. I'm definitely gonna do something like this. Sort of like get this bit done first, then kind of drop the bucket. I think one of the fingers is, yeah, I've seen where I've done fucked up. Okay, if we do it like that, do it that first, and then we do the shadow from here, and then we're gonna lean it like that, so we can see like eventually the shadow is overtaking the hand, because obviously what we want to make it look like is blah, blah, blah. Can't speak English, fam speak English. What we want to do is sort of like outwards the shadow, and then just sort of like go inwards as it goes, sort of like closer to the camera. So you see where the light is. I see the light. Don't go to the light, Jimmy. It's so beautiful. Fucking Bugs Life, man. That was a good film. really, like, really unexpectedly dark for a Disney film. But that was back in the day, like, when Disney kind of, like, weren't afraid to show, like, their darker side, if you know what I mean. But now it's like, oh, everything's a misunderstanding mostly now. Like, it's, like, crazy. Like, fucking hell, man. Seriously. Like you know, it's like how they kill off their villains. Like some of the how they kill off their villains is absolutely fucking morbid. Like Ursula got like straight up fucking rammed like by a ship, like and like ran through essentially by a ship. And even you're like, damn Disney, you're dark. And I think it was like, is it Snow White where you got like the queen kind of like just falls to her death, and then the vultures just fucking fly down to fucking snack on her. Fucking hell. Yeah. I remember like Disney used to be dark, man. Disney used to be dark and used to get away with it, and now it's like, nah. Like, there was some heinous shit. Who do you think you are? Edgelord of Batman. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. I thought you were gonna go for a Gurren Lagann reference there, and it's just like, Shadow the Hedgehog, the Edgelord. Fucking hell. Yeah, but I'm not saying I like dark stories in, well, I do, in some respects, but like Disney didn't used to be afraid to show bite, if you know what I mean, in their stories. Like, they weren't afraid to address certain subject matters. There were some subject matters they could have left well alone. Certain scenes, like Song of the South. I used to love Song of the South as a kid, and then I kind of realized what Song of the South was, and I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't realize how bad it was until someone told me, and I was like, I like Song of the South because I like the song goes, and then it got spoiled for me, and I was just like, childhood ruined. Childhood was fucking ruined. And I think there's like a certain scene in Dumbo now that's been deleted because of that. Like some bits I was like, yeah, that was pretty bad. Like now looking back at it. But yeah, I don't know, because a lot of the recent Disney films, like I'm not talking about the live action bullshit. Talk about like some of the more like, you know, like they play it quite safe, honestly. Don't get me wrong. Films like Inside Out was pretty cool. But yeah. I have friends on the other side. Oh, that is a banger of a song. Absolute fucking banger. And it's just the animation of it alone. Like I would love to do a reactionary over that, but you can't, because Disney would fucking, the mouse would come kicking my fucking door down. I have friends on the other side was such a good song, and that was secretly dark. Like you know. Yeah. Sit at my table, put your mind at it. Some of the villain songs in the older Disney films was the best fucking songs. Like you go to Lion King, you go, yeah, you remember like what it's like to be king and that, but the song that stole the show, you know, it was Be Prepared. Be Prepared. And there was a little reference there, like, you know, about what Scar and like the marching of the hyenas, and it kind of replicated a very similar point of history. Because because obviously Scar is a bit more like a authoritarian in his style of ruling. But oh my god, it like I say, villain songs were fucking bangers, man. You never get a banger villain song anymore. Like Ursula, like Poor Unfortunate Soul. Like the villain songs are always the coolest. How they still, the villains always steal the fucking show. Because they're so, I think it's because they're so unapologetically evil. So there's songs will always be or Notre Dame. Hellfire, Desire. No, Halupe, they weren't the British. Like, watch it very carefully and you know what the march means. But yeah, it's But like I say, another banger was like the Hellfire song. And there was like a rock dude who did, I think it's called, yeah, Hamakata. Be Hellfire, Desire. And the Hamakata, it was Jonathan something. They did a really good metal version of that Disney song. And it's just so good. Such a good rendition of a metal version of a Disney song. It's so fucking good. But yeah, like villain songs, always like, and you see a lot of YouTubers cover villain songs, so villain songs are fucking still shit. They fucking steal the show. I think there's like a villain song in Anastasia, which was pretty good. But yeah, like, don't get me wrong, some like normal songs are pretty good, but you always go for the villain songs. Like, it doesn't matter what kids film they are. Like, the best children's films, even the non-Disney ones, were the fucking villains. They just stole the fucking show. Absolutely. I'm surprised like Hades never got like a villain song, really. Like, that was a bit of a shame. Like, I would have loved to hear like James Woods like fucking sing as Hades. You know. Maybe they just didn't know what to do with him. To be honest, I think that's like one of the few Disney films I haven't really watched fully. That's really shameful actually of me. Maybe I might watch a bit of it tonight. I don't know. Just to say, yeah, I've watched it now. You know, I done my thing. It's a shame that one villain, TPY, didn't get the spotlight anymore. Pure evil villain, just being fun evil. Which villain is that, by the way? Yeah, sometimes like I have to admit, like in media, sometimes you just need an unapologetically evil villain. And I don't mean like Joker style. I just mean just bombastic evil, if you know what I mean. And I think like this is why Megamind is such an underrated film. Like, the hero of the story is the villain. Palpatine. Yeah, true. From Star Wars. Oh, you're talking about Palpatine. Yeah, unapologetically evil. There's no good in him. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Dude, straight up evil. But what's I saying? Fuck, brain's gone skew. Guys, help me here. Brain's gone fucking skew. But yeah, there are some unapologetically evil villains in Disney films. But yeah, there's just like, oh my god. Sorry, what was I getting at? Megamind, that's what I was talking about. Like, yeah, okay, Megamind becomes a hero by the end of it. But the intro of the film, he's just so unapologetically villainous. Like, he's not like a bad person. He's just like, all he knew was villainy, and he was good at it. He was good at being a villain. And it was just so good to see such a bombastic villain. I talk about those kind of villains, like, they're just bombastically evil. You know, unapologetic, you know. I think that's why I like Megamind so much. Like, even though he had his like hero arc in the end, he was just such a fun character. You know, he's like all about, he's just a sheer force of personality. And you can't help but kind of like him as a villain because he's just so fun. You know, he's always about the funsies. And you just love watching him. You never get those villains anymore. I still can't put Aizen from Bleach in a box of what kind of villain he is. He's just unapologetic. Like, he's the villain that you want to hate. That's what I say about Aizen. Like, I like Kibo, how he wrote Aizen, because he's he's just an unapologetic bastard. And you want to see him get owned. He's basically fucking Erebus. He is the Erebus of the Bleach world. You just want to see him get like absolutely fucking beaten the shit out of. Because Aizen's just a fucking prick. That's how I pin Aizen down as. He's the villain that everyone wants to see get absolutely fucking beaten the shit out of. Because you just fucking hate him. You just want to fucking hate him. He's the villain that you want to hate. Like Erebus out 40k, like Jafar out of Aladdin. They are the types of villains that you just want to see go fucking down. Because they are just that much of a dick. And they're well written as dicks, if you know what I mean. Like, Hades has got he's got like a sort of chip off his shoulder, and you kind of want to see him win, but kind of like, yeah, but still at the same time. But yeah, that's the point. I hate him in sorry. I'm trying to read what you're saying here. That's the point. I don't hate him in... Oh, you don't hate him in the slightest? I'm surprised, like, because I think how Aizen is written, he's just such a bastard. You want to see him go down. And it's not you hate him like he's badly written. You hate him because he's such a fucking dick. That's what I get from him. Like, I want to see him get taken down a peg. And it would, like, don't get me wrong, he did get taken down a peg, but I want to see him really, like, I would like to see him at this point get owned by fucking, like, the 1,000-Year Blood War villain. Because I haven't seen that the whole way through. I would just like to see his ass get fucking owned by him. That's what I want to see. I just want to see the fucker go down. Like, get his absolute fucking just desserts. Not, oh, he's a good guy now. Like, he's still a fucking asshole that needs to be fucking punched down a peg. And I would cheer to see that happen. You know what I mean? Jana, yeah, I want to get him, like, I just want to get him owned. Just for the satisfaction for his ass getting handed to him. You know what I mean? Like when we see Erebus gets his ass handed to him and we're just like, we all just cheer. Because the dude's such a bastard, you want to see him, like, get taken down a peg. I think that's, like, everyone's sentiment. Like, when it, like, not just Erebus, obviously, but for characters like him. You just want to see him get taken down. Because they're that good of a villain. It's the same with Starscream as well, actually. Like, if you write Starscream well enough, he should be, like, the bastard character. Like, you just want to see him get fucking his ass handed to him, like, every fucking minute. And you just love to see him do that because you know he's such a fucking bastard. That's what you want. I miss those kind of villains. Like, villains that you love to hate. If you get what I mean. Not because they're badly written, but because you want to see them fucking, you know, they're such a dick, you want to see them get fucking their just desserts. You never get villains like that anymore. And it is such a shame. Like I think with the, like, MCU, they missed a fucking trick with Thanos. It's like, oh, he's a misunderstood villain, you know, he's trying to do this. It's like, yeah, dude has a fucking point. But Thanos is one of those villains, again, you want to see him get taken down. Because he is that much of a fucking bastard in the comics. You just want to see him get taken down a bit. You know? Some villains don't need complications. Some villains you just want to punch in the face. That's I think that's the vibe I want. Some villains are just straight up dicks. Like Domino here from my manga is not really misunderstood. Yes, yeah, like if you look into my TGRPG stuff and read into his actions, it's like, yeah, he's doing it for, like, somewhat noble reasons, but he's become so batshit insane in his own beliefs. He's just become a bastard. And he's a bastard that I want people to see. They want him to be taken down. Even if you understand his logic and reasoning, like, you still want him to be taken down because he's such a fucking dick. That's how I want to write Jaminio. And there are some villains out there I just want to write as complete bastards. Irredeemable bastards. Some villains are redeemable. Some villains are fucking completely irredeemable. Some are just little shit. You know what I mean? I just think some people just like, I think when they did Zuko out of Avatar, which was very well written, redeemable villain, and I think like they kind of want that, and it's like, dude, like sometimes you need a bastard. And the thing is, I think why Zuko is so well liked as well is because you have a villain who's a bastard. You have a villain in it that you want to see taken down, which is like, well, you can change that in the next story. What do you mean? What do you mean change that? What, make Jamino redeemable? Nah, mate. Jamino ain't redeemable, man. Jamino's just a straight up bastard. He had like good. He has sort of weird, noble, fucked up intentions, but he became so fucking insane. He's an irredeemable bastard. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do with Jamino, is he is a completely irredeemable bastard. He is utterly, and he's never going to be redeemable. He's a broken person who became so broken he's beyond like redeeming. Like, yeah, and like I said, some villains are simply not talked about because they traumatize the fan base. Like, are we talking about the fusion dance character? That's all I gotta say. People call me a bastard when I make a joke out of that. It's just like, no, bam, too soon. Even to this day, too fucking soon. It's like, dude, not soon enough. Yeah, like, but again, it's, yeah. He's an absolute irredeemable bastard that needed to be taken down, and yeah. And when he got taken down, it was just so fucking satisfying. So fucking satisfying. Yeah. But again, sorry, talking about the whole Zuko thing, like, Zuko was redeemable because you had a character that was completely evil. You know, that fucked everybody over, including Zuko and Azora and stuff like that. And again, Zura, like, absolutely irredeemable, absolute bitch. You know. And that's what makes villains, like, that's what makes redeemable villains great, because you've got a bigger villain who's an absolute irredeemable asshole who's fucked everyone over. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You've got a great villain behind that villain. Yes, sometimes redeemable villains can work on their own, but a redeemable villain works best, in my opinion, with a villain behind them that is worse than them. You know what I mean? And that's what makes villains great. Like, sometimes a great villain just needs to be a complete fucking dick. Like, Joker's irredeemable. You can't redeem the Joker. The Joker is absolutely fucking, you know, batshit insane. He's a force of nature that cannot be fucked with. And you can't make that kind of character redeemable. You know, they're not even supposed to be likable unless you're talking about, like, the more, like, the campier Batman, which is fair enough. But yeah. But it's, it is good just to have a bastard. And that's what you need. And again, like, Harley Quinn in modern comics wouldn't have her redemption arc if it wasn't for the Joker. Think about it. Like, you look at Harley Quinn of how she is now, you would not say, even in 100 years, she was redeemable until she had a breakup with Joker. She needed that breakup to be redeemable. And to make her realize, like, how bad her relationship really fucking was. And it took her, like, basically her fellow villain's best friend to make her realize, oh fucking shit, Red Hood is a villain, to be fair, but an anti-villain. Somebody who does the wrong things for the right reasons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And he had a good redemption arc, like, afterwards. He still kills, but he's not as sort of bad. He's not as bad about it like he was in the Red Hood storyline first came out. And it was so good. And the fact is it's not he did it for the right reasons. It's the fact that he was so fucking right about certain things. Like there was a punch-gutching line in the animated version of the Red Hood, which again is like, why not kill the Joker? You know he's a irredeemable bastard. He will never ever think twice about his crimes. He's no Victor Freeze. He's no fucking where he's like, you know, Victor Freeze is a tragic villain. Stuff like that. And yeah, he's an anti-villain with a fucking point. Some people are that fucking dangerous. As much as I disagree with snooze. Sorry, I'm gonna snooze that because we're not gonna have ads. Even I agree, like, people like that are fucking irredeemable. They're irredeemable bastards. But yeah, like he has a point. Like Gotham is never going to be safe as long as Batman lets him live. And he's one of those people, he's just too dangerous to let live. But yet Batman cannot cross that line because of him. But again, Batman has a point as well. Like, if I take that first step, I'm never going to come back from that. It's going to be easy to justify the next killing. So you got two opposite sides of the coin, and this is what makes the Red Hood arc so interesting. Both of them have such good points. And it becomes then a philosophical debate of, do you kill that one villain who is absolutely irredeemable? He's not going to learn his lesson. He's always going to be a danger to society. Was for me where he says enough to, you are not insane, you just play insane. And that's why you get the death sentence. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is like, even though Joker's just insane, but the problem is he will not ever, and I mean ever, be redeemable. He's too far gone. And like I say, it becomes a philosophical debate. You know, do you take this one life to save many more in the future? But then the Batman side of the argument is, then that becomes too easy. Then it becomes, then you might as well kill this person. You might as well kill this person. You might as well, you know, it becomes one after the other, and you will justify it too much for too many reasons. And that's what Batman feels the most. It's too easy to judge somebody. It's too easy to kill them. Just because, you know, that bastard is too irredeemable. How many more irredeemable bastards are you going to kill? Oh, you're going to kill that one is redeemable. You know what I mean? And I think this is what I liked about that storyline. It brings reality into sort of thing. It's like, you know, would you? And would you cross that line more for more slighter infractions until it becomes the point of, you know, you just kill any criminal just because they're a criminal and not look into, like, why this is happening. So, yeah, it's very philosophical, and it does have very deeper meaning, and it has, like, a very interesting debate within that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it does come out at the end, you know. And I think that's what I liked about the Red Hood story arc, is that it is two philosophies batting heads with each other. Yeah. And where do you draw the line? If you do start being a hero that kills, like, where do you draw the line at? It's a very interesting debate. And it is very interesting for reasons. I think this is why I like these sorts of storylines. It gets you thinking about things like that. Obviously, like, again, it's like, obviously they had to go side with Batman's answer of things because Batman never kills. But at the same time, it's just like, actually, like, Red Hood has a fucking point. Like, when you think about what Red Hood says, you know, he even says, like, one of the lines is I'm not joking about, even he said he's not talking Penguin, he's not talking Riddler, he's not talking, like, just him. But yeah. And I think that's what makes the storyline so good. It's the last deep philosophical question I had was, just because others have the freedom to speak, does it mean I have pledged to listen to it? Right, so here we go. This is my thing. I think people have the freedom to say what they want, but we have the right to take offense, to mock, to ignore, or whatever. Because the problem is with freedom, with what's going on right now, which I won't go too deep into, but the UK is getting pretty fucked at the moment. Like, people have the right to say what they want. However, they don't have the right to force it down your throat. And this is what I've said to people is, yeah. So, you know, you have the right to say something, but there should be always consequences behind it. Like, if I say something that's completely out of line, I have the right to be fired because I said that offensive thing. However, there must be a level of respect and, like, you know, like, at the end of the day, there's a difference between opinions and hatred. When someone has an opinion, it's all right to have that opinion. However, if you're saying it just to offend X people, or you know you're going to say it in a place where you're going to offend X people, be ready for the consequences. And that's my side of the argument. Is I believe people have the right to believe and speak as long as it's not out of hatred. And I'm talking about real hatred. I'm talking about, like, you know, say, for example, someone wished death upon me because I had an opinion. That's where I draw the line. Because you're wishing harm upon somebody. However, if you have a belief in somebody and it's not really based on hatred, then you have the right to believe that. But that's, again, that's just personal opinion. Hold on. Snooze again, one more time. There we go. Right, I finished shading stuff. So we're going to call this a night and we're going to raid somebody. So, but yeah, but that is my opinion, is you have the right to speak your mind as long as you don't wish death or harm upon others. And you're not forcing your opinions down their throat. Like, someone has a right to believe in God, but someone has a right to believe in Allah as well. But you don't have the right to wish death upon each other or hatred towards each other, if you get what I mean, because of various opinions. And that's my thoughts on freedom of speech. You know what I mean? You have the right to offend, but you have the right to be offended, to ignore, to whatever, to react to it, to mock it. Because comedy is based on mocking everybody. Everybody has a right to be mocked. Because, you know, as long as it's not based on hatred, as long as you're not hating people, you're not harassing someone or actively trying to ruin their life. But yeah. In my opinion, you should let emotions be completely out of the discussion. That has a degree of honesty in it, in that point, because it's just nonsensical argument, because it changes nothing about how somebody feels. And that's true. I agree with that. And like, again, as long as it's not based on hatred and you're not going around wishing death or harm upon others. As long as you're not wishing that, that's fine. You can feel how you feel. You can believe what you believe in. You have a right to that. I'm just saying, just don't force it around people's throats and don't wish death upon people. And that's my number one rule in life. You know? As long as people understand that concept with me, then you're golden with me. As soon as, like, this is why I don't agree what happened with, before we raid somebody, this is why I don't agree what happened with Charlie. Because all he did, he wasn't like Putin, he wasn't Saddam Hussein, he didn't deserve what he got. Yes, some of his opinions I disagree with, but he never deserved what happened. His family never deserved what happened to them after that, what happened. And I think people who celebrate that need to get themselves checked, because that's hatred. That's why I turn around and go, you need to fucking sort your fucking shit out, people. But that's how I feel about it. Anyways. Guys, we're going to raid somebody now. Leaving it out of that deep note. We're going to see who we're going to raid. But yeah. But yeah, we're going to raid somebody now. Let's see, who we're going to raid. We haven't raided Greggy Boy somewhere. I want to raid a fellow artists. Oh god, we got Lady Nakeen. We've raided a little bit. What about you? Let's have a look. We haven't raided Ocean in a bit, and Ocean's such a fantastic artist, and he's, you know what, she's such a lovely person. We're going to give them a little raid today. So, you know, let's go raid. So say, we are here to steal an ocean's worth of tea. Again, we are here to steal an ocean's worth of tea. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you for coming by. This is Vamp the Lost Soul. True Small it seems. And we'll see you later. Bye!